I appreciate everything you're doing, Mr. Valentine.
Well, happy I can be of some help. Tell me, how does this medallion figure in your case?
Well, a man was strangled with a chain, and I believe that the medallion belonged to the killer.
So he erased the initials in order to avoid being caught?
That's my theory, sir, yes.
That makes sense. Would you have a seat?
Oh, thank you.
By the way, how's Donnelly doing?
Oh, Sean? Oh, he's just fine. You know that he got a full pardon from the governor.
Yes. Off the record, I was happy to hear that.
Me too, I really was.
So, what's he doing to keep busy?
Well, he has this shipping company that he's very involved in. I think he's trying to make some kind of a merger with a company in Brazil.
Legally, I hope.
As far as I know. But, you know how much Sean likes intrigue.
I certainly do.
I'm having dinner with him tonight, actually.
Oh. Well, tell him I'd like a call, would you?
You don't think he's doing anything shady in Brazil, do you?
Who knows anything about Sean Donnelly? Well, I do know one thing. Without him, we would never have broken up Mr. Wu's drug operation, would we?
No.
I'm very interested in this case. Now, you were saying something about a town called Ballantine?
Yeah. Oh, you know, there's something so mysterious about that town. No one will say anything. It's almost as if the whole town is keeping one big secret.
Oh, Alan, how nice. You're home early, dear.
Only because I have to go back to the hospital, Mother.
Tell me, Alan, do you approve of this for the upstairs wall?
Are you redoing the chair?
No, dear. This cloth is for a wall hanging. Celia helped me pick it out.
I defer to Celia's judgment on matters of such importance.
So nice to be trusted, Alan.
You defer to Celia on what matters of importance?
Wall hangings, Father.
Oh, that, by all means. Have you heard from Jimmy Lee today, Celia?
No, but I'm expecting a call later on.
Yes?
Father!
Quentin.
May I?
Yes.
Look, Edward, it's Quentin.
Yeah, so I see.
It's been such a long time, Celia. Let's have a look at you.
What ill wind dropped him on our doorstep?
Find out soon enough.
You look marvelous, Quentin, doesn't he, Celia?
Yes, he does. That isn't a Long Island suntan, is it, Father?
No, I just got back from a Caribbean trip.
A vacation?
No, I was in the Caribbean on personal business.
Will you stay for dinner, Quentin?
Oh, thank you. I'd love to, but I can't be staying.
Oh.
Well, I guess we could go back to the gatehouse.
Well, that won't be necessary, Celia. I mean, our living room is all yours, my dear.
Okay.
Do you know what I think? I think that Quentin came here to patch things up with Celia. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Alan, you don't understand. A reconciliation between Celia and her father makes Jimmy Lee our weak link. He'll have Celia's money. Hello. Operator. Oh, Jimmy Lee. Hello there, son. How's it going?
I'm making progress. I got an update for you.
Yeah? Well, shoot.
I found a surefire way to find out if Sean Donnelly's deal with Dmitri Cassadine is legitimate. See, I found this government assay man who's willing to sell me the original papers. What do you think?
Well, I think it's a very wise precaution. Go right ahead.
Precaution? What are you talking about? This man said that these papers could tell us a whole lot more.
Well, maybe not. But I want you to continue to work on your other assignment.
You mean Pilar?
Yeah, you haven't dropped her, I hope.
Well, I'm still hanging in there with Pilar. Don't worry. Tough as it is.
Well, she's a problem, I gather, huh?
Well, yeah, I guess she is a little bit of a problem, but you know me, Edward. I'll keep on hanging in there. Look, Edward, I got a little problem here. I'm having a little problem hearing you. I'll talk to you later, huh?
Yeah. He's persistent, I'll give him that.
Oh, dear.
Monica, aren't you staying for dinner?
No, I'm going to have to get a bite to eat at the hospital. I have a late consultation.
Yeah, well, we have to have a consultation ourselves. That was Jimmy Lee on the phone just now.
Oh, I do hope he's enjoying himself in Brazil and not working too hard.
He's in very good shape, my dear.
Mother, perhaps Stella could give Quentin some tea before he has to brave the cold again.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you, dear. I'll tell Stella right away.
Quinn?
What do you suppose Jimmy Lee's up to now?
Okay, wait a minute. Excuse me, Quentin. Is Quentin here?
Yes, he is.
Why?
We don't know. He showed up with a Caribbean suntan and asked to talk to Celia.
Do you two want to hear about Jimmy Lee's phone call, or don't you? He may be onto something about this Cassadine Donnelly deal.
Well, I would think so. I mean, I'd like to know that he was acquiring something more than just a suntan himself.
Don't you worry about that. Jimmy Lee's already wormed his way into government circles. Some official seems to be willing to sell him assay papers about Donnelly's venture with the Cassadines.
I hope he's not wasting our money.
Well, it's an offer we can't refuse. This official seems to be implying that there may be something funny about Donnelly's deal.
I see.
Oh, you do? Well, you realize what it would mean if it turns out Donnelly's deal is a phony.
It means that we've spent our money well finding out.
It means that Donnelly has been using Monica instead of the other way around.
Edward,
That
excuse
could
me.
be.
I find that very hard to believe.
Why? Donnelly's a professional. You're an amateur.
Well, I think I have served you people very well as an amateur.
We'll see.
Okay, Alan, you want my job? You take it. I'd like to see just how far you get with Sean.
I've been thinking about you, and you got here just in time.
For what?
To rescue me from a dull, long evening alone.
Sean, this is not a social visit. I have to hospital consultation, but I want to know what's happening to me first.
Sit down.
No, I mean it. I do have to get to hospital.
It's just I wanted to tell you that before I left the house tonight, Edward got a call from Jimmy Lee. And it seems he's rather suspicious about your deal with Cassadine. So suspicious that he got to get his hands on the Brazilian government state papers.
Who's been feeding him this information?
Evidently, it's official. And they're going to tell you, and I'm going to go right
No, Monica, no. Please, wait. Whoever it is,
Sean.
Just please, just stand right there. Hello. This operator. Dimitri?
Sean, I have a big problem here.
Are you free to talk now? Yes, of course, go ahead.
How's your cash flow?
Well, it all depends on how much you need. What you need it for.
Enough to bid the competition.
But what are we bidding on?
A set of papers, Sean. Government assay papers, and you can guess who the rival bidder is.
Yes, Jimmy Lee Holt.
None other. However, thanks to Mr. Berlinguer, who is here with me now, I have the possibility to top Mr. Holt's bid, which I assure you is sizable.
How much time do we have?
None. Jimmy Lee is really hot on making the buy immediately. Sean, those papers clearly spell out that our property is totally worthless. Need I say more?
No. How much cash do you need? All right, fine. You got it. I'll wire it to you today.
It's done.
Dmitri, tell me, how do you...
No. But as long as he doesn't get his hands on the papers, all he has are his suspicions.
That's true. Can you trust this government man?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, I guess you don't. All right, we'll have to keep Jimmy Lee occupied so he doesn't try to get back to the government man. Tell you what, you have Pilar make sure to keep Jimmy Lee's mind off those assay papers until the money arrives, all right?
Excellent idea.
Also, have Pilar step up her intelligence operation. I want to get to the bottom of things, find out what Jimmy Lee knows, what his thinking is.
Will do.
Talk to you later. Did you get all that?
Yeah, sure did. And it seems like your sources are really on top of things. Hardly worth my while coming over here.
You're joking.
No, and don't you have to wire some money?
Oh, yes, I do, but not before I do this.
I told you I have to get to the hospital.
What the hell's going on, Monica?
Look, I just think we better cool things, Sean.